It's week 4 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Commanders and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd and 6. Now a toss left side for Benson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good crisp run there by Trey Benson, the rookie out of Florida State. Had 14 rushing touchdowns in his last year in Tallahassee. Comparable to Breece Hall as a player. Home run type of a hitter, and he can also beat you up inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A little short pass. This is Everett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 9 here. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Greg George deep for Arizona. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by Washington's 4th-round pick back in 2012, a 3-year starter in D.C., now going against his former mates. Here's Kirk Cousins. Now Cousins. A short one there to Freiermuth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, look at this Arizona defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
63.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cardinals. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. Officially at the 34. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Hurts. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well, you look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as you would say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hey, Silver. Go Silver, right?
From the 41, Hurts. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the option left, it's Hurts. Oh, a good move at the front. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now 3rd down and 7. Cousins to throw it. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Brooks here to about the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 7-7, our score after 1. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. To throw, Cousins. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they run with Edwards off the option. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A give left side for Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. 73.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Gus Edwards with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly. But in this case, he held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not typical, but it sure worked out well.
Here's Brooks. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Davis is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Palmer. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Silver, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Great, set.
A handoff here to Benson. Shifts by at the 15. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
No,
2 yards to go, second down. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he stopped immediately there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go, and that will do it for this first half. So we have... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Cousins. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now Cousins. This ball taken in here by Brooks. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Up, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari Cooper, 63 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out right to Bourne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. They'll run the toss here. Edwards to the 27-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Good. Set.
On the toss, it's Benson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Benson with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cardinals offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Cousins. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins again. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or is that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Cousins now. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Touchdown, Cardinals! Cortland Sutton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second down and 8. Hurts. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw, Cousins. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Once again, it's Brooks. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Hey, 73. Now let's get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They run over center with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 4, 2:18 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing, Cousins. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's 1st down. Cousins to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sutton.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Up the middle, it's Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Open man here is Benson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Washington, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.